Hi Virgo, welcome to Esoteric Tales and Tarot. This is your October monthly psychic and tarot reading, and you're my last sign this month because you were in the birthday months for last month. So yes, I'm sure you're feeling very good after your birthday season. And this month we're going through the month using the Everyday Witch Tarot deck by Deborah, artwork by Elisabeth, Alba. I've picked this one because of the Halloween at the end of the month with this amazing artwork here. We've got the cat, the broomsticks, the hats, everything fun. I've done an unboxing of this on my YouTube channel as well, which you can check out so you can see all of the cards in the deck. Same with the Barbara Walker Tarot. I've done an unboxing of this deck and it's really fun. So this one as well I've chosen to clarify. I love the backs of this deck, really cool. An 80s deck that was released back then and still has some really fun art, good for this season as well. Lots of gods and goddesses. And then a special message lastly from the Illuminé deck, which is by Janice, who lives in New Zealand. When I went to New Zealand years ago, I was in the South Island, down at the very southern tip in South Otago, and she did a spiritual reading for me. She's also a sound healer, and she has this wonderful artwork which she's put on these decks that she has. And this deck came to me in the strangest way because I didn't buy the deck at the time when I had the reading from her. I got them a few years later, and I'm going to do a story about that on my channel. Now, I've spent some time out in the garden, and the crystal ball was out under the moonlight and has been charging up over the last few nights. And I was out in nature doing some scrying with the crystal ball, and I got several messages for you, Virgo. So I'm going to have a look through my notes that I took down. So I saw a dog yawning, which I thought was funny. And I thought that was something that was matching your energy. I felt like you were sleepy. Perhaps that is that sort of hangover after the birthday season. Have you been burning the candle at both ends? Because I could see a sort of like a lantern, like an old kerosene lantern, kind of olden days looking lantern that was coming through, and it's sort of flickering and like going low, sort of being turned down. And I just thought, oh, that feels like that nice kind of sleepy feeling. So it just felt like perhaps you've been burning the candle at both ends. I also thought I saw a red kind of car coming through, and I thought, oh, is that looked like a new vehicle? And I thought, oh, are you looking for a new car? Could be transportation that's on your mind, perhaps your mode of transport, and you're thinking about updating, upgrading, or perhaps car sharing, and there's a red car, or hiring a car, and you're looking at that at the moment because it just zoomed through. And also this was weird, but I saw a map of Africa, and then I could hear African music, and sounded like people singing, and I thought in my mind's eye, I just thought that you might see it was sort of like I could see the animals like giraffes and elephants and things like that. And I thought I could see it, but then I could see it changing into restaurants and different things. So I was sort of asking myself, what am I seeing here? And I thought you're going to see an animal of significance this month. And it could be on a poster, or it could be when you're out, like at a restaurant or a bar or something. And perhaps that's going to be significant, something that's going on at that time. You'll know what it means. You'll see it and it'll be strange, and it's a connection with Africa. And I thought this could be even that you're going to meet somebody who is entering a relationship, and they've got a background, perhaps they were born in Africa, or they've got a connection to that country. They've traveled extensively throughout there, and you're talking about the stories or safaris and things like that. It was just really strongly coming through that there's something to do with Africa in the month of October coming through. So they were very interesting messages for a Virgo. Very interesting indeed. So, it's Halloween month. Let's see what comes through with the tarot cards. Virgo, you're continuing the the same as the other signs this month, being my last sign. I now know how many are going to have a big month in October, because you've got a lot of major arcanas as well with hardly any cards on the board. So the big energy that you have is the Temperance for the overall energy of the month, clarified by the Hangman. So two major arcanas. You've got Death on the table as well, which is another major arcana. Death is clarified by the Seven of Wands. You've got the King of Swords clarified by the Lovers, another major arcana. You have major arcana, the Hierophant, clarified by the Ace of Wands. You have the Five of Pentacles clarified by another major arcana, the Emperor. And you have Balance as your overall message from Janice's Illuminé deck. And I just think that this is, quite funny considering how the month is going, when I thought, surely we can't have that many majors, but we do. So this is your Temperance card, Balance, and it's here as well. So here we go. This is where you need to be focusing here, Virgo. And it's interesting, because are you working on balance? Are you aware of that? And are you working on it? Because I feel like the Three of Pentacles underneath is like the apprentice card. Could you be doing a course in something like this? Maybe it's yoga, maybe it's Tai Chi, maybe it's something to do with your health, some diet that you're trying, and you're trying to find balance, or balance between the time on your devices, or getting outside, taking your pets for a walk. You're trying to find that balance, and you're working on it with this apprenticeship card underneath. It's also got the Page of Pentacles, small offers that are here in the background underneath as well. So, perhaps it's even finding balance for a relationship that's coming through, clarified below by the Hangman. So feeling like you've been a little bit in suspended animation, like your fruits haven't quite yet come through to you. And I thought that was interesting, with that feeling of, perhaps it is to do with a relationship, because we have Dewi, or it's the Welsh god, I think David, Saint David, or Dewi, who was the, represented by the big red serpent, or the red serpent being the dragon, and is on the Wales flag here. So that's your King of Cups, with Elaine, the Princess of Cups, underneath. And I thought, there's your pairing, and coming out of this new passage of Six of Swords. So I just thought perhaps you've felt as though you've been stuck for some time, and that's the energy that you're wanting to bring in, is this balanced, fit, happy person who's, got everything going. And perhaps, it is like a Sagittarius kind of energy. I'm feeling Sagittarius coming through, and Scorpios here, a bit of a Taurusy energy, your Geminis, you've got your Aries, there's several kind of here that could be around. The first part of the month is, you're getting hit here with the Death card, which is nothing to be concerned about, because it's it's about change and rebirth. So coming into this, like I said, perhaps it's this, what you're trying to do here, the overall over the month, what you're trying to achieve. Maybe the change is challenging, which is what we've got here, death and rebirth, a change, big energy coming in. And, you're finding it hard to juggle. It's a challenge. It's not as easy. You're looking up for this, at this wise wisdom, and you're seeing this here being, balanced here, and you feel like you're on a knife's edge, and that, there's a small margin for error, and you're trying to keep everything up in the air here. You're focused, you're laser focused, and you've got, these look like they've got flames on the edge of them here, and you're juggling them, so you can't get it wrong. And, there's fire, like you're sitting in a ring of fire. And so, you're having to absolutely focus, and it's challenging to make these changes because, it's not really what you want to be doing. And I feel like this is, interesting because it's neighboring the relationship here is the King of Swords. So this could be somebody that's coming in at this time into your life, which could be relationship material. King of Swords could be an air sign. This could be your Libras, your Geminis, or your Aquarius, and they're in their King of Swords energy. So, they're an intelligent, well communicated, educated person. And it's been clarified with the Lovers card here. You've got your arrow of love being pointed down here at this pairing, and someone's presiding over it. So it's it's interesting energy. I couldn't help but notice how red this is, and I thought, oh, is this person driving a red car? Maybe they're the one with the red vehicle. And remembering that this, when I say King of Swords, that's the energy that they have. It may, this can be interchangeable, male and female energy. So I just felt like that was nice energy to come in. If it's to do with a workplace and there being changes, then, you're getting this, that boss-like energy. Perhaps you're coming into that, perhaps the boss is going to become the lover later on. Something to watch out for. I'm getting the Hierophant energy as well coming through here, which is, a joining and union kind of card as well. That's coming further on into the month. And that one's clarified by the Ace of Wands, the Power card. And again, you're thinking here, this is interesting because we've got a dragon coming through, and we had before underneath the Hanged Man here, we've got the King of Cups, the David being the dragon, and you're feeling in your power here. Look at her, she's speaking to the dragon. That's that same here that you were juggling. Now you've mastered it. It's in the mouth of the dragon. So, how much better is that? And this looks like almost you've graduated from, this balancing into the Zen meditation. So you're really coming along there. You're honing your skills, if that's what you're going into. You've also got, you're not just sitting at home now. You're you have a classroom. You're working at something. You have an audience. And I just thought as well, meditating is going to be important to bring these lovely energies in. So, don't rush either, Virgo. If there is a relationship, Virgos, they can be closely aligned with sort of the emotional signs like the water ones. And you're coming into the watery energy at the end of the month, where's this starting to come in of the Scorpio. And, things can be hidden and you just need to give things time. Don't rush in, because you think that it's going to be, a committed relationship. Don't get left feeling like you are out in the cold for having rushed in. So, don't get burnt by somebody who's an emperor who might be in their power. Make sure that you're taking your time with things and establishing relationships so you can come out of the cold and go into this warm place and be, make sure that you're in your Empress energy and Emperor matching energy, not a lack and a big energy coming in. You want to be balanced and even. You want to have this, where you're feeling very, very balanced and aligned. So, that's just towards the end of the month. You might be feeling like you're, wanting to bring some more finances in as well, as though, you'd like to be in a better place with your personal circumstances. And that Emperor energy is available to you. So put some more effort in. Make sure that you don't give up at the finish line. If this was to do with occupation and work, this kind of thing, I was not even joking before when I was like, you're putting some time in and effort and energy. That means the Emperor is the classic boss of their company, and stepping up, elevating. So there's no reason why you can't turn this feeling of the Five of Pentacles into a very abundant energy, because it's there for you, and that will give you the balance that you need. And of course, that's our final message. We have balance. So here it is for you. Gaze into the artwork of Janice, because she was picking up on you having this need for perfect balance and harmony. So you can see everything's balancing on this sort of spinning top here, and I just thought that that's so perfect for what we have here with all of this balancing. You know, Hanged Man, Temperance, you've got your Hierophant, you've got your balancing act over here with the Seven of Wands. So a really good month for you, Virgo. I think, you know, just the cautionary tale of don't rush into things. Make sure that you're taking your time. If it's a relationship, there's big changes, so it's always going to feel a bit rocky. You know, it can be challenging. Just make sure that you're with the balance, that you're getting enough sleep, that you're looking after your health, that you're including some exercise, that you're not burning the candle at both ends, because we're getting that drained, sort of tired energy, the yawning dog. So just be aware of looking after yourself, making sure that you're getting enough sleep and enjoying the energy. It looks like there's some good stuff coming through for you in a big month. Lots of change, which is perfect for the end of the season and going into Scorpio, where it does well with death and rebirth. So could be a great time for that to happen. And of course, it's Halloween at the end of the month, so enjoy your October, Virgo. Please like, share and subscribe. It really helps my channel. Thanks, and I'll see you next month.